Hi, folks. Joy the Hustler here. How are you all doing? I hope you had a great weekend. Looking forward to the new week. I have seven great positions for all of you today, and I'm sure that you will find something for you that it's of interest. So, in addition to the Kaiser role, I am going to actually talk to you initially about a couple of companies that I don't think we should sleep on here. There are some small companies that are paying top dollar that we shouldn't sleep on. So let's get right into it. All right. So let's start with this company called Canvas. Canvas is a startup out of San Francisco. It's backed by some well-known tech investors, the likes of GoodRx and Oscar Health. Canvas is an electronic medical records and payments development platform for healthcare, and they are looking for a customer success associate. So let us take a look at some of the requirements here. So this is what you'll be doing as a customer success associate. You would be helping new customers get started on their platform, providing customer support, creating useful guides, managing customer inquiries, assisting senior team members. So I guess those are members of the actual company, speaking up for the customer, building relationships, learning and staying updated. So, what are the requirements here? A minimum of 3 years of customer facing or project management experience in a healthcare setting. So, if you've worked in a doctor's office, hospital, any kind of healthcare setting, I would say, Medicare, done any work over the phone or via chat, anything that has to do with healthcare, they want 3 years of customer facing or project management experience. Okay. So even if you've done project management in healthcare or project coordination, anything like that, you definitely want to highlight that on your resume and make sure that you can account for 3 years of that type of experience on your resume. They want experience for a healthcare technology startup or other SaaS-based company. That means software as a service. So again, they're being very general here. They're saying, hey, whatever you bring to the table that could help them as a startup company would be great. If you've worked in healthcare technology, any technology related to healthcare, like Epic or any of those types of systems, if you've worked around that, used any of it, in fact, even if you've used your portal for your doctor's office, that counts. And understanding of the clinician developer relationship and the ability to successfully iterate through desired care models. Okay, so these clinicians will be providing Canvas some feedback on their platform, on their software, and this person, this customer success associate, would need to manage that iterative process of receiving feedback and incorporating that into improving their platform. Okay, so that's what they're talking about there. Strong communication skills, both verbal and written, ownership mentality. So someone who's independent, but yet a team player, someone who works well with their team. That's typically what a lot of these companies are looking for anyways. This location, the role is open to candidates within the Eastern, Central, Mountain, and Pacific time zones with a preference for those in Mountain or Pacific time zones. It's totally remote. It's 100% remote. In fact, this is a remote company. All of them work remote. What gets me here, and I think this is a really good entry level type position, they are paying an annual base salary for this position in the range of 50 to 60 grand for employees based in San Francisco. And I would even say, even if you're not based out of San Francisco and you are the right person for them, they will pay 50 to 60 grand. Okay. And this is just this is base pay. They've got some other benefits here that I think is worth looking at. They've got equity packages. They have a health insurance, a home office stipend, so you will get money for actually, your computer, or et cetera, whatever you need for your home office. They're going to give you a stipend for that. 401k, paid paternity leave, 12 weeks. This is huge. Flexible unlimited PTO, paid sabbatical after you spend 4 years working with the company. So, startups are a really great one, I would say, to work for. So this is definitely something that you definitely want to hop on if you're interested in this position of customer success associate. I'm going to drop the link for this in the description section of this video. So hop on this one. And like I said, these are companies that you don't know their name, but they have money to spend. So I call them small companies. But again, you're looking at a startup that's backed by well-known tech investors. They've got money to spend. So you definitely want to hop on something like this. All right, let's take a look at the second company. This is a company called Avoda. So this company is an AI technology company, artificial intelligence technology company. They're also in the medical space, the medical sector space, and they've got different departments or sectors within their company. One is called Avoda Med, which offers products and services that assist physicians. And they've also got, Avoda Connect, which eliminates language barriers. So they're using AI in the medical space. So that's their niche pretty much. And they are looking for a customer success coordinator. This is also 100% remote position. Let's look at what it is that they're asking this customer success coordinator to do. So your basic functions, you're going to be managing a weekly customer success meeting agenda and taking accurate meeting notes. So that's a weekly thing. So if I'm sure if you've done any customer service work in your past, this will definitely be a great bullet point to put on your resume. Make sure you highlight that. Keep the customer success team calendar up to date, ensure organization of their documents, submit tenancy requests for all new customers, ensuring seamless onboarding process, submit feedback and report bugs in the system. I guess one of their systems called ClickUp. Actually, it's their project management tool, and this is used to improve overall product performance. You're going to be assisting the product team by managing requests for end user emails. So all the end user emails, from what I gather in this job description, goes into their shared mailbox. And whoever this person is that's hired, hopefully will be you that you're listening to me, will be managing that shared mailbox for them. Okay, so there's several other things on here, typical customer service type work, but I would say even if you're trying to get into technology, like in the tech sector, this is a really good segue position to do that, because you're going to be involved in hearing and sitting in meetings where they're going to be talking a lot of tech speak. But your job is really, you are the customer coordinator here. So you're advocating for the customer, but you're also learning technology skills along the way. They want you to conduct bi-monthly webinar training sessions. You're going to learn their platform. You're going to work with these physicians, and you're going to work with their language area. I mean, there's so much to learn here. I would say the sky is really not even the limit. So the qualifications they're looking for here: strong organizational skills, written and verbal communication skills, attention to detail, commitment to producing high quality work. What is the salary they're paying here? 45 to 75 grand a year. Okay, so this is another company that you may have never heard their name, Avoda, but they've got money to spend for this particular position of customer success coordinator. So if you're interested in this, this is definitely one that you want to hop on pretty quickly, okay? You definitely don't want to waste time with this one. I will drop the links for all these positions, which are all remote today, in the description section of this video, okay? Let's move on. Let's talk about Kaiser, right? So the Kaiser position, everyone knows who Kaiser Permanente is, one of the health insurance companies. They are also looking for someone to do customer service work for them. And this position is called the Customer Service Representative 2. So I guess that means level 2 position. It's out of the DMV area, Maryland, DC, Virginia area, but it's fully remote once again. I think it's very important to note some of the key details in here. So they're looking for someone to work Monday through Friday. This is Eastern time, 12:30 to 9 p.m. Remote virtual work environment, okay? Now, this person, this customer service representative, is responsible for increasing customer satisfaction and retention by providing their members, their customers, patients, and providers with accurate, consistent, timely, and meaningful information. Okay, so this customer service person, this customer service representative too, is going to be working in various healthcare areas, and I'm sure they have knowledge articles for these different areas. So when you read this job description, I would look through all of these like sub bullets right here. If there's anything that you've done in these areas in terms of actual skill set, put that on your resume. But because this is really like a call center type job, I would just rely on their knowledge articles. They're going to have some knowledge articles in these various areas as to how you need to respond to your customers in these various areas. But it's just useful to note that these are the areas that you'll be handling. Okay. So the core services, facility inquiries, web support, their kp.org site, order ID card. So that's their core member type inquiries that you'll get. Okay. And then in the Medicare for up to 2 regions, you'll be managing that, premium billing, KPC billing, claims, concierge, responding professionally to inquiries from internal and external customers, documenting, responses, conversations according to procedure. So again, they will be training you on what their procedure is, and you'll need to follow those procedures. Required to effectively interact with diverse work units and relevant organizational departments. So you can read through all of this, but this is what this person will be doing. And it's not anything difficult, really. You've done customer service in your past. I think this is another great one with Kaiser Permanente to jump on. Now, in terms of experience, the basic qualifications they're looking for is a minimum of 2.5 years of customer service experience. Those 2.5 years must include 6 months as a customer service representative, one within the member service contact center shared service. Okay. Now, education, high school diploma or equivalent. Okay, that's what they're asking for. Additional requirements, these are things that they're going to do, and this is to me a little like old school for Kaiser Permanente, but they want this person to pass their classification assessment. So there's an assessment you're going to have to take, and that's not the old school part I'm referring to. It's the second bullet: minimum typing speed of 30 words per minute. Everyone is on their computers these days, but I guess they want to just make sure that you can pass a type-in test. Okay, so they're saying that your type-in test must be current within 1 year of the posting period. Okay, and if you don't have that, you can Google online, take a type-in test, or they may even walk you through how to or which system they want you to use in confirming this. Okay, excellent written and verbal communication skills, ability to read and respond briefly, clearly, and effectively, et cetera, et cetera. So how much are they paying? This is $27.72 to $33 an hour. So this is full-time. This is 100% remote, Monday through Friday, 12:45 p.m. to 9:15 Eastern time is what you'll be looking at, because this is based out of the DMV area. Okay, so if you're interested in this Kaiser customer service representative 2 job, I would definitely hop on this. This is fairly new, just recently posted. So I would go ahead and just apply to this. Okay. So moving on to some other jobs, I definitely want to make sure that you guys are not sleeping on CVS. CVS continues to roll out new jobs just hitting the streets. So I don't want you guys to sleep on CVS. This is one that I'm bringing to your attention. It's called an inbound, outbound queue associate. CVS is partnering with so many different companies out there. And in this case, for this particular position, which is based out of their customer service division, they are partnered with Aetna. Okay. So in this job, this position specifically, you are going to be supporting comprehensive coordination of medical services, including intake, screening, and referrals to Aetna Better Health. Okay. You'll be working to promote and support quality, effectiveness of healthcare services. You'll be taking intake calls from members. You're going to be using Aetna's system, okay, to build, research, and enter member information. So again, this is more like an administrative type position. It's under customer service because you will be working with their members through Aetna. So this is a great one to also look at. Take a look at this. I will drop the link for you once again. The pay range is $17 to $27.90. Definitely shoot for the top of the pay range for this one. CVS, a lot of their entry level jobs are in this range, but people are definitely making more than the minimum, okay, coming in the door. So definitely, I would say target the maximum pay, okay, per hour, because they're seriously looking for people. They need people. Your qualifications, the qualifications they're looking for this particular position is 1 to 2 years experience working as a medical assistant, office assistant, or other clinical equivalent experience. Okay, you see where they're going there. I mean, this is working with Aetna, so they're definitely looking for someone who's done like medical assistant type work in the past. But if not, if you've worked in anybody's office, even a dental office, for instance, you definitely qualify because they said here office assistant or clinical equivalent experience. Okay. Preferred qualifications, call center experience is preferred, pre-authorization experience is preferred, certification, high school diploma is the requirement, an associate's degree is preferred. Okay. So if you're interested in this, hop on this one as well. Okay. This is another one out of CVS that hit the streets this week. All right. And then this is another one from CVS. This one is for a clinical support coordinator. Okay. For the clinical support coordinator in this position, CVS once again is partnered with a company called Coram. And Coram is it's a nursing home health type company. Okay. So they are looking for someone, as you know, in this position, who's going to coordinate home nursing for patients receiving non-complex specialty medications, example, injectables. And these people are receiving these medications for chronic disorders in their home, right? So this clinical support coordinator is going to identify nursing agency based on established guidelines, provide the nursing agency with clinical documents, nursing authorization, and clinical competency link tests. Okay. So this person, clinical coordinator, exactly like what it says, you're coordinating. You're coordinating between the families that need the home health nursing, right? And you're also coordinating with the company, Coram, okay? And also, you're going to be coordinating with the actual nurses who are going to be providing you documents, okay? So you would be working like with 3 different groups there from the gist of all this, and you're the coordinator. All you're doing is really coordinating, making sure that everybody has what they need. Okay, so the pay again here, you can see very similar to the last CVS one, between $17 and $27.90 per hour. Okay, shoot for the top of what they're asking for, what they're willing to pay here. So there's also benefits that come with these positions. Okay, in addition to your compensation, you're going to enjoy benefits. You're going to enjoy the 401k plan, employee stock purchase plan from CVS, food pay term life insurance. I mean, these are all things that you need to consider when you're trying to take a job anyway, is the benefits package, education assistance, free development courses, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. You need a high school diploma, just like the other one, minimum of 1 year of related experience, effective verbal and written communication. If you've had clinical coordinator experience in home health or home infusion in your past, throw that on your resume. It's preferred. It's not required. Again, the minimum requirement here is a high school diploma. Some college degree is preferred. Okay. All right. So that is that for CVS. Don't want you guys to sleep on that. Keep looking there as well and applying to CVS positions. Now I have to say CVS's application system is a little quirky. I mean, you just have to just kind of stay on it when you're actually going through the process of applying. Don't give up. Just go through it and make sure you get your application all the way through. All right. Their system is not the smoothest from what I gather in trying to apply there. Okay. So no worries, just stay with it and just persevere through their system and get your application in there. People are finding jobs. They are getting jobs at CVS. So if that pay range works for you and the benefits package and the job, of course, go ahead and apply. All right. So moving on, I wanted to share some other customer service type positions again, but it's customer service type generalized type positions, but this is called a patient advocate position. And this is with United Healthcare. So there are two positions with United Healthcare I wanted to share with you all today. Let's get into the patient advocate position and let's talk about it for a little bit here. So it says at HealthSmart, the patient advocate supports patients and families by accessing financial resources for pharmaceutical copays through not-for-profit organizations and manufacturer programs. So well, here you go again. United Healthcare, here's another example. United Healthcare is partnered with HealthSmart, right? And when you read through this job description, what you find out here is this is for families and individuals that cannot afford to pay their copay, their pharmaceutical copay. So what this patient advocate is doing is looking for financial resources to assist them, okay, through non-for-profit organizations or the actual manufacturer of the medication that they may be using, okay, to see if they can get funds for them to pay their copay. So that's what you are doing as a patient advocate, is helping the customer pay their pharmaceutical copays. All right. So the job is remote. It's Monday through Friday. You need to be available between 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. CST time. It's a 9-hour shift with scheduled lunch and breaks. Okay, so it's a 9-hour shift. Just think through that. And they'll actually tell you what your actual hours are, I'm sure, once you get hired. So your primary responsibilities: enroll members by calling and emailing patients or designated family members. So you want to enroll them in this HealthSmart, which gives them that accessibility into non-for-profits and manufacturer funding help. Okay. Maintain member records in Salesforce. So Salesforce is the system they're using, or other approved documentation program. So if it's not Salesforce, it's probably another documentation program where you'll be maintaining member records. Assist with program and process applications by filling out applications with patient information. Obtain and handle patient documents. So again, you're helping everything that's advocating for the patient and for the customer. That is what you're doing in this patient advocacy role. The qualification here is a high school diploma, okay, 2 years of customer service experience, and 2 years of experience working in the medical field. So that's pretty good. I mean, if you've worked in anything medical, the 2 years experience there, you definitely want to throw that on your resume, and you want to show the 2 years of customer service experience. So the pay here is 16 to 31.44. All right. So the next position under United Healthcare is a senior workforce representative. And this is another remote position out of their business operations department out there in United Healthcare. So let's talk about this position. This is a workforce management type position. So obviously they have targets, they have goals of where they want to reach in terms of resources and assignment of resources to actual work, and making sure that they're being efficient with the use of their resources and the use of their inventory as well. So your job is going to be to analyze their inventory and performance against targets. So making sure that they're meeting their workforce management targets. Communicate the daily work direction plan to the operations supervisors, managers, directors, and VPs. So obviously, all the higher ups from management and operations all the way up are going to want to know how their resources are doing from a workforce management standpoint. Okay, so you will need to communicate that probably through reports, probably through meetings, and also, good hands-on experience in terms of the systems that they're using to actually track workforce management. So administer skills and profiles database, and there you go, and routing prioritization logic to ensure accurate work assignment. So conduct data and metric monitoring, detect inventory and performance issues, and communicate any concerns. All right, so if you've done workforce management in your past, this is definitely a good position for you. Anything with workforce utilization, skills assignments, managing key performance indicators, managing resources, uh, daily work direction and monitoring. These are the things that are important. Workforce planning is a good one to also get into because if you look at the pay here, the pay is 22.45 to 43.89. It's a really good entry level type pay. And if you look at what they're asking for in terms of required qualifications, you know that what they're asking for, they may not necessarily get like the primary responsibilities, and they probably are willing to train the person because the qualifications are a high school diploma or GED, 1 year of experience using Excel, and if VLOOKUPs, 1 year of experience analyzing information from multiple data sources, 1 year of experience with either back office or call center transaction, intermediate level proficiency in Word. Okay, so you see here the required qualifications. They don't have anything that specifically speaks to workforce planning or workforce management, like all the things they described up here. So they're gonna have to train that person, or you're gonna have to learn it on the job as you go, right? Or both, really. Okay, then they get into these preferred qualifications. And that's where you start to get into some of the capacity modeling and the types of things that are actually related to the job. So take a look at this. If you have experience in this preferred qualifications area, I think it will be an easy walk to actually land in this job. So you definitely want to make sure you put as many of the keywords that are detailed here in these required qualifications and job description up here, right up here. Anything that you've done in this area, you definitely want to put it on your resume. At a minimum, make sure that you meet these required qualifications on your resume. And as a plus, if you have any of the things you're asking for in the preferred qualifications area, you definitely want to highlight these things on your resume. For example, if you've used Tableau software before, you want to put that on there. Okay, if you've had experience in the healthcare industry before, put that on there. If you've used Microsoft Access database before, put that on there. It's those types of things. Workforce planning, workforce management, resource modeling, targets, those type of things, those keywords, you definitely want to put those things on your resume, okay? So again, it's paying $22.45 to $43.89 an hour. This is a really good entry level. Also, United Healthcare is known for great benefits. So you also are getting a great benefits package here as well. All right. So that is it for you folks. That is it for me, folks. 7 great jobs coming to you. I wish you the best of luck. If you're interested in any of these, hop on them immediately. Don't waste any time. You definitely want to put in your resume, and I wish you the best. Bye-bye.